Hello, welcome back to the channel, and this is going to be a free beer video, and I'm not going to walk away and drink one at a time. I'm going to do as all free tasting on the video. Now, these were kindly sent to me by Dan from the Hoppy Traveller. Cheers, thank you so much, Dan. I really do appreciate this. And he couldn't resist because of the bees, Mr. B, the bees, the connection, Bramall Backer and Brew, the whole thing, the bees everywhere with the channel. So I do really appreciate it. I've never had beers from Hiver, but I think all their beers have got local honey in the beer, in the brew, which is absolutely fantastic. We'll talk a little bit more about the brewery at the end, but I want to go through the little journey. So my idea is that I'm going to start off with the 4.5%, is it? I've not got my glasses on. Where does it say? 4.5%, and this is the blonde, the Hiver blonde beer. So I'm going to start with that and move along then to the amber. I think that's 4.5% as well. Same ABV. And then finish off on the session IPA, which is 4.9%. Now, you're probably thinking, why that order? That order, because I think that is the best order to introduce people from lager, good lagers, or even saying that, crap lagers as well, into ale. I think that's the best journey. Blonde, amber, then something that's going to have a little bit more hop bite. So let's crack on. So let's get into the blonde one. Get my little bottle opener. Glass is very similar, two craft beer ones and a IKEA clear glass. So let's get into it. So like I say, Dan got me these, sent me these, and the box that came is like a recipe, so I might do that on my other channel. See, the glasses are in the way now. Just get things. So let's get this into the glass. So this is a blonde. This is, to me, I would say, is the best step from a lager for anyone who drinks lagers and they want to adventure a little bit more flavour into ales. So there it is. I've not poured it vigorous because I'm not even too sure if it is a bottle conditioned. But there you go. You can understand why that is a blonde ale. It's got a nice little white head, very low carbonation, which is superb. A tad hazy to it, but that's also because it's cold, so pretty much clear, but it's just a little tad haziness going on there. So it looks good in the glass, fairly neutral. This is what I'm saying. This is why I'd say from a lager drinker to an ale drinker, this is a good first step. You want to tell you what, you do get honey though, so maybe not the honey ones. Maybe a blonde ale, because you're getting the honey. You're getting that. This is going to sound absolutely nuts. The honey, like in a locket. There's a little tad maltiness. Honey on bread, not on toast. Honey on bread with a little bit of butter. So you're getting a sweet malt and a sweet honey note. Not really picking up on any hoppy notes. Smells fantastic. Smells buzzing. Cheers, Dan. Cheers, everyone. It tastes exactly as it smells. There's nothing shouting. It is such an easy drinking beer. It's got a nice malt backbone, and it's got a really nice honey note just running along. Touch of sweetness just on the side of my tongue there from that honey, but it's not cloying and it's not too sweet. It's just very well balanced and steady. Now that is ideal, like I say, from moving to a lager into an ale. So if you've got a friend who's thinking about touching the toes into an ale, get them onto a blonde, and this sort of thing is ideal because it's not offensive. There's not loads of flavour going on. It's very subtle, but it's very easy to drink. Yeah, that's what I can say about a very easy drinking beer. Low carbonation, nice body. It's not thin, it's not watery. It's just an easy drinking beer. It really, really is. Superb. Cheers, Dan. So, let's move on. What does it say is next? Amber. What does it say on the bottle? What does it say on the bottle, Rob? It says, drink Hiver, save bees. This award-winning, fresh and natural blonde beer is brewed with a touch of apple blossom and heather honey from British bees living in rural and urban hives. It's a crisp, refreshing taste of Hiver and our sustainable approach to brewing great beer that makes it feel like summer all year long. Hashtag plant for bees. www.hiverbeers.com. A little bit of carbonation there. Ingredients: water, wheat, barley, maize, honey, yeast, hops, cereal. Yeah, exactly. It's very similar to a lager grist grain bill. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Dead easy drinking. So that's the Hiver blonde beer. So let's move on. Let's try Hiver amber beer. So there's my bottle opener. To put the glasses down here. Let's get the glass. So this should show a slight difference in colour. Different malt used. Maybe a bit of, well, could be amber malt, could be crystal malt. Let's see. Could be Munich. So let's get the bottle tops there. So again, into the glass. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing it this way because you can see side by sides. And like I say, for anyone who's wanting to go into ales, it's a good step. So there's the amber compared to the blonde. That's the amber one. That's the blonde. Straight away, see the differences. Great. And look at that head on that one. That head is there. Nice, white, creamy looking head. I still don't know if it's bottle conditioned. Again, it's a temperature. It's not really a haze. It's just like a chill haze on the glass, condensation or compensation or whatever else you want to say, Dom. So, aroma. See, this one has got a touch of hop, like an orangey marmalade hop, but again, it could be the honey. I'm getting a slight orange, a little bit of malt, and a touch of honey. You're definitely getting that's 2 beers, 2 definitely getting honey, and you're just getting like nice orangey note from the hop. And a slight biscuit, I'd say. So this is like making me salivate. A biscuit, the digestive biscuit, with a drop of honey and a little bit of marmalade on the aroma. Forgive me. Yeah, it smells good. Cheers, Dan. Cheers, everyone. And it's all there. Again, the aromas are in the flavour. It's all very subtle. But it does remind me of a biscuit with a touch of bitter marmalade, slight bitterness there, and a sweet honey drizzle. See the way I can describe that flavour. Nice body again, nice amount of carbonation, not overly carbonated, smooth drinking. Not in your face, quite, like I say, subtle. Another good introductory, so go from there, move on to there, not a problem. That works really, really well. So let's see what this one says on the back. Come and visit the Hiver Bee and Beer experience and get hands-on with beekeeping. Wow, that's amazing. You'll learn about our work supporting British bees and how we make this award-winning fresh and natural amber beer brewed with a touch of honey. It is a touch. It's a crisp, refreshing taste of Hiver and our sustainable approach to brewing great beer that makes it feel like summer all year long. Hashtag plant for bees. And then the same as before, 4.5%. So this one didn't mention the, it just says honey. It didn't mention, the other one mentioned apple blossom. This just says honey, and there is a difference. There definitely is different. The honey's there, but you can tell it's a different one. So fantastic, which gets me to move on to the last one. So it's a session one. So you've gone from your blonde to your amber, and now you're going to get a little bit more adventurous, and you're going to go session. So this could be interesting. Is it going to be hopped up with watches going off crazy there? So again, let's get this open. let's show you. I didn't even show you, I don't think. Sorry, the bottle on this one. And if I didn't show you that one, I apologise. That's the bottle. So this one could be colour, could be between the two, or it could be very pale. It all depends. It really does. There's so many different variations on this. So I think it is going to slap bang in the middle of the two. So it's more like a traditional high-class pale ale. More of a, oh, got a caramel note then. So there you go. So let's do, I'm out of space here. So we've now got the session IPA, the amber, and we're going backwards, are we? The blonde. And you can see how that fits slap bang in the middle of the two for colour. So leaning towards a pale ale, this is an amber, like your best bitter, and this is your blonde, pretty much like your lager. You can see the difference. This one is in between the two. So what do we get on this one? Head's just starting to dissipate straight away. This one's got definitely more haze, 100%. This has got more haze than them two. Aroma, yeah, there you go. You're getting a pale, you're getting a hoppy note there, very much like a cascadey, floral, citrus note. I'm getting the honey again, which is reminiscent of the blonde ale. And you're also getting like a toffee caramel from that, probably caramel. Smells fantastic. You're definitely getting the honey. The honey seems to be very reminiscent of the first beer. Okay, cheers Dan, cheers everyone. More body, straight away. Bitterness, more, which should have. It feels like a pale ale. Calling it session IPA pale ales. That's another video, isn't it? It's got the bitterness there. It's dry on the palate, which is good. You are getting that honey, and it does remind me of the first beer on the honey flavour. You're also getting that nice floral note and that pithy citrus ending, which is the dry part, which makes you go back for another sip. The toffee's there, the caramel's there. That's lovely. That really is. And that is a fantastic journey. Little B growing up ends up Queen Bee. That's the journey it's gone. It's little travels, and when you get to this, it's like the Queen Bee. That is fantastic. That's superb. Which one is it? What does it say on the bottle? So it says on this one, come and visit the Hiver Beers, get hands on it. Same thing, learn about that work. This one is fresh and natural session IPA brewed with a touch of honey. Doesn't say whether it's the same as the first one, but it does remind me of the first one. Crisp, refreshing taste of Hiver. Yep, ingredients: water, malt, barley, honey, yeast, hops. Doesn't say what hops, but for me it sounds like a sea hop. It could be an American hop. It could be a British hop, which is got a lot of it in. So you could have a strong East Kent Golding hop that's got in there, but a lot of it to bring out that floral note and slight citrus notes. But that again, that's great. And I love the story. I love the bees. It's fantastic. Thank you very much, Dan. And look at that, I've got a little thing on there. What I'm going to do now is give you a little bit of background about the brewery, because like I say, it's the first time for me. I apologise the video's gone on for so long, but I always like to give a little shout out to the brewery when they're new to the channel. But then I'd have them all again, and I really appreciate it, Dan. It's fantastic. That's the, I'm not showing you, have you? That's the actual, that's the bottle top, the little B. Fantastic. So very quickly, Hiver was born out of an admiration for London's urban beekeepers and a passion for craft beer. After the successful launch of our honey blonde beer, okay, the first one, it's time for you to try the new honey brown ale. Oh, they've got a brown ale now. We use only British ingredients and suppliers, so it is going to be East Kent Golden or something in there. We use only, oh, it could be English Cascade. Don't know what I'm talking about there. We use only British ingredients and suppliers and ferment with raw honeys to produce our range, which offers a great interpretation of this fantastic beer style. Honey and beer, what's not to love? Yes, what's not? Yeah, what's not to love? Fantastic. Find him at Hiver Beers Tap Room, Arch 56, Stanworth Street, London. Contact him at honey@hiverbeers.com. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Really appreciate it, Dan. That's superb. What a story. And I know, like I said, the hashtags on there, plant for bees. You know, it just says that, yeah, plant for bees. So wildflowers in your garden, let them grow. Encourage the bees. Give them something. I mean, I'm quite fortunate where I am. Got a lovely big park near me, so I can go and see lots of wildlife and encourage the bees there. But yeah, really appreciate it. And yeah, and that's a great little adventure if you've got a friend. Blonde, amber, get them on the pale ales or the IPAs. So there we go. I do apologise. A long video, but I've enjoyed that. And I just love the touch, the bee thing for Mr. B. Cheers, Dan. Cheers, everyone. I'll see you on another one.